Hello people, this is Power here to review the Ultraman Z, Rosso and Blue medals. Or Ultra medals. I don't know the specific name, I'll look into it later. But obviously, the way it's packed is like upside down, so I don't know how I want to have it. But anyways, I don't know what this set is specifically called, but I'm just going to call it the Rube medal set because obviously these two comprise to make Rube. Anyways, so yeah, this medal set is an apparel exclusive. So the only apparel exclusive I covered out of Ultraman was like the Ultra Father crystal and such. So it's in that same kind of vein. It's just that this set was just very hard to obtain just because of how prolific these two medals are, which we will take a look at. So yeah, it comes in this very simple packaging. I don't think. Oh, okay. So there is somewhere you can just simply like open this, but I'll leave it sealed for now because it's, I'm filming this in November, and I haven't opened any of my Ultra medals yet. So I'll take a look at this sometime next month when I get the Ultra medals. So let's cut to that. Here are the medals out of their package thing. Obviously, first of all, we'll look at Rosso because he's at the top. Obviously, red background to indicate he'll have a red LED. He has the trans stamp because he's the first one. And then here we have blue. Obviously, blue background for blue LED. And yeah, that's essentially it. You can put them together and just look at their similarities. But other than that, I just really like how this obviously not present here, but I just like with Rosso and Blue. Essentially, their designs are just inverted, just to distinguish them. So I like that and such. But anyways, let's just get the Rube, not the Rube Jaro, the Z Riser. I still find it really weird that I'm literally only getting subscribers just because of my Rube stuff. I don't know. Let's use Rosso. So there we get the transmission for Rosso Flame, which is, I'll admit, it's really nice to hear clear this time, because obviously you guys know my issue with the Rube Jaro. The audio really felt muffled. So, and also you had like the announcement playing over it, so you couldn't hear the actual full thing. So it's really nice to actually hear it in full. Finisher. And there we get the Flame Spear shoot. Next up, Blue. Again, same thing like Rosso, it's really nice to actually hear it out of a more decent speaker. Like I commented before, the speaker on this is alright. I just feel like it's a bit too quiet. At this point, I'm happy that the Memorial version is fixing that. And there we got the Aqua stream, I believe. Yeah. So that's it for these two themselves. However, we obviously have more combinations, because the cool thing that the Z-Riser allows you to do is that you can in fact actually emulate the crystal changes, which is cool. So obviously, if you guys remember, for some reason for Rube, Ultraman, the Ultraman represent certain elements for some reason. So, like for this case, if I take Rosso, I can take, you know, Victory, put them together, and make Rosso ground, which is just really cool that they decided to add this functionality. So on top of doing fusion ups and fusion rises, you can do crystal changes, which is just cool. I know it's like, oh no duh, that would be incorporated. It's just really nice they actually did it, because again, you know, some combinations out of this toy were taken out, which were weird. But the crystal changes are a nice addition to this. So obviously we have a finisher. I don't remember the finisher name. I want to say Ground Impact, but that doesn't sound right. And obviously, as Victory falls, great, that has to be a jump cut because I decided to bump the camera. Obviously, you can take Blue and Tiga together. And make Blue Wind. Again, I forgot the finisher name for that one too. So it's just really nice that you were actually able to do like these crystal changes and such. Well, I know it doesn't make sense. I'm not showing everything, because honestly, it's just like, you know, I've done that with all of these videos. I don't know, this time around I just don't feel like to. So if you want to see me demonstrate all the crystal changes, then watch the demo that will be coming out sometime. Obviously, you can use Taro and Ginga with Rosso and Blue because the interesting thing is that you can actually pair them up. You can actually pair like Rosso and Taro up, and then Blue and Ginga up to essentially just form the individual sound. However, the light combination is different because it will flicker the same two colors. So that's technically a combination, but obviously you can put blue and Taro and blue and Victory together to make blue Flame and blue Ground, and then you can put Victory, Ginga, and Tiga. Oh, not these three together, but obviously you can put Rosso. Did I see Victory? You can put Rosso and Ginga together for Rosso Aqua, and then Rosso and Tiga for Rosso Wind. However, that's not it though, because obviously you know that these two actually go together. So as I said in Legend Set EX02, that when I drop, um, that that obviously combining Rosso and Blue together, you get, gosh, you get Rube. However, the light combination is different because it just goes off of what these two are, because obviously red, blue, and such. So this is the combination. This is the combination version of Rube, while this one is just the metal version of Rube itself. The finisher. There you get the Rubium Coulson, just in a different light combination. And for fun, what happens if we put Rosso, Blue, and Rube together? I'm doing this because I didn't show off the crystal changes, so... a lot of paradoxing. So obviously it doesn't do anything. Like, obviously it's not gonna be like, oh look, you put in Rosso and Blue together, so we're gonna make Rube, and then play Rube's jingle. It's just gonna make them separately because you canceled out the combination because you added another metal. So yeah. So that's essentially it for this. Let me put Rube back. So overall, what I think about this this small set is that it's fantastic. Like, wow. Like, this honestly kind of like this kind of overshadows the entire Rube toy line in general. Like, which is honestly perfect because the root crystals are alright at best. Like, honestly, this is just the best way to actually like get like a feel of the Rube toy line as a whole. And it's just like, that's amazing because you're not missing out. You're not missing out on anything, honestly. And like that, I think that's kind of amazing. Um, as, like, yes, it hurts for someone like me that has almost the entirety of Rube to just be like, wow, I didn't have to get all those crystals. But because I know it's not much and that it's not spectacular that like I I guess what I'm trying to say, like what I said before, I know it's like really obvious that it was like a no-brainer that they would incorporate the crystal changes within the Z Riser. Like it's like, well, no duh they would do that, but just I don't know, the fact that you're able to do that is just cool because like the Orb Ring and the Jade Riser, those incorporated Victory's Ultrans. So it's like, well, no duh you would be able to do the crystal changes, and you're able to do that stuff. But it's just like, yeah, just the ability to do that and to have it in a more like clearer like stance and a less like convoluted way. It's just cool. And like, you know, it's within a toy that does a lot more also. So it's just I genuinely like that. Obviously, with and okay, before I get to this, like obviously, like on top of the crystal changes, yeah, that's what they're called. I don't know why I forgot what they're called for a second. You're able to combine Rosso and Blue together into Rube. So you're able to, like with these two metals, you unlock like 9 possible combinations, and then and obviously we have one like we have a 10th one, which I'll get to whenever I can get that. So it's just like Rosso and Blue are like one of the like they're both an amazing pair of metals because you unlock another like essentially a subsection of the Z Riser with them. But here's the catch. Because these two have so much functionality, or add essentially an entirely new mode within the Z Riser, just like how the Jade Galaxy Rising set gave you the ability to do fusion rises and fusion ups, with this set giving you the ability to crystal change, it's extremely difficult to find. Um, because typically, like, I'll agree, or no, I'll like not agree, but like I will like confirm that for some reason clothing accessory um gimmicks for Ultraman are difficult of obtaining for some reason. I don't know why. Uh, basically, from what I know, uh, I don't think because they technically started this since Jeed. The first Jeed's was Thunderbreaster, which I don't think his was as difficult now, but everyone's buying up Jeed, so it is still. For Rube, it was Ken, Ultra Father. Like he's all right. Like price wise, he's fine whenever he's available. But like again, it's his availability was really low. And then Taiga, it was Belial, and he still isn't around. But he's like cheap when he's actually available. However, with these two, because of like what I said, because of how much functionality they add to the Z Riser, yeah, they're extremely expensive to get. Um, I got mine off of Mercari via Buy, and I found one that was for like $22 new, because for some reason the last time I've been checking, this set's been getting a rise in price again, but So I got it off of Macari for 22, but obviously because I got it off of Buy, you have to add the fee of $5, so that's $27. And because I forgot how Buy worked, I decided to go for also get the plan for additional $5. So I got these two medals for $32. That's not worth it. Luckily for, or hopefully luckily, they are re-releasing these two medals via the New Generation Heroes set, which I don't know if that will be reviewed before or after this set. It depends if I can actually get the entirety of the candy toy medals. I'm currently missing 7 of them. 6 of them. So now obviously the thing with the New Generation Heroes medals set is that the backgrounds are reminiscent of their Rise scenes. So they're not gonna be accurate. However, you're gonna have a retail way of getting Rosso and Blue, and also Taiga and Victory from Shogun Set 1. The thing I'm fearing right now is that because the New Generation Heroes medal set has 4 medals, or has 2 candy toy medals that are somewhat, or they're the cheaper ones, they have 2 candy toy medals, and these 2 medals within that set, that the price of that set, because I was not lucky enough and didn't get to pre-order either of the February sets, that the prices are going to rise in the aftermarket. So it's going to be really difficult to try to track down that set because it contains the Rosso and Blue medals. If you're able to pre-order it, good on you. Obviously with me with Zet, I'm out of luck. So, honestly, try to track these 2 medals down as fast as you can and for as cheap as you could. Like, whatever condition you want it to be at, because the only listing that Mandarake has is it opened, and without the, I don't feel like pointing it out because then I'm gonna drop stuff. But without the full-on package for what it is, honestly, I'm just gonna say try to get this as fast as you can before Zet's time is done, because these 2 medals are definitely going to be the most hardest to obtain because of the crystal changing and such. But yeah, that should be it for this review. I guess one last note I want to say is that a substitute is that you can just buy the entirety of the Rube toy line, because no one liked that line. But I wouldn't recommend that either. This is PowerRider, and I'll leave people. Bye.